Hello.
Hey! Well, we're back again, here to watch Vikings and episode 4, right?
Episode
4, season 3, Scarred. It's going to be an interesting episode, hopefully, right?
So we didn't wait as long as we did because we watched episode 3 just yesterday, so it's a little bit fresher as opposed to from like 2 to 3.
And I feel like I'm remembering more stuff from the previous episode too.
Yeah.
Like Lagatha supposedly getting cleaved. I mean, that didn't happen the last episode.
It did not. But they did get it on in the bathhouse.
It's all going to happen in its order. I mean, because we don't know how long they're planning on staying there before she goes back to, their home country to...
It's gotta have been...
Kattegat, yeah.
It's so the process of Kath, like, usurping her earlship, peacefully or whatever, I'm sure that still took a while, so I'm curious to see how much time... Because I do like the sense of time now. We're spending a lot more time before they go to Kattegat.
Yeah.
Don't say time again.
Yeah, I was like, time. They're in Wessex more before they go to Kattegat, so...
We get to see what that's actually...
There's storyline A and B before we merge.
But we're not given an idea of how much time we're spending in, Wessex.
Not every time.
God damn it.
I think that now that we're talking about, now that I've been reminded about Calf and them, I think that they might swoop back there real quick and kind of show us maybe what's going on a little bit.
In Kattegat?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they showed us what was going on last episode.
They did?
With,
so Kevin Durant.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Shit.
The one.
Well, we don't know what's going on.
Harbard?
But I'm talking about, my bad. I mean over at Lagartha's kingdom.
Harbard?
That's what I mean.
Oh, yeah, we didn't really see much of that.
Well, because that's in
Kevin, what's the little other mustachy dude's name?
Huh?
I can't remember the mustache.
I can't remember.
Oh, I can't remember his name.
He's like, so he's gonna die soon. Basically, that's.
And he's gonna be a pleasant death. Yeah, it'll be great. But yeah, we don't know. Hopefully, we'll get to see what's going on with that one.
So I'm excited. It's called Scar.
Oh, and I think there's gonna be a slaughter.
Oh yeah, of whom?
Of whom? Yeah.
Both sides, but.
Oh, at the farm you were talking about last time.
Oh,
I think we'll see a farm.
An actual, planned slaughter that might go awry.
With good old fashioned pitchforks. And
yeah. Let's get the Satan worshippers.
They would never. Oh, they would lose.
No more pain. Just give him this like cocaine or something. He's got something on his glove.
Yeah, osmosis.
Smell like chloroform to you?
Yeah.
Dear God, I wish. Who would not wish for such a thing?
Oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. She better be like fucking Two-Face.
JB might be right with his original call. She might just go ahead and go on from this world, and he's gonna end up with Quentreth.
I agree that Borun is not the one, but I don't see the princess being Quentreth. Maybe there's another princess that has.
One that we have not met.
They need to change
the
those
rag.
bandages.
Like that's gonna hurt taking off now.
Seriously, that's
my
gonna hurt.
God. It's like
I don't even know what that could possibly be.
It's like infused with her fucking. Oh God!
Is that one of those dung things?
Yeah, I think there's stuff underneath it.
Oh.
Oh.
What is that? It looks like shit.
Yeah, well, that's not. What are they doing?
I mean, that was a thing back in the day.
They put poo on your
it was
wound?
dung poultice.
Well, no wonder Torsen lost his fucking arm. You putting poop in the hole.
Well, poop's supposed to come out the hole.
Right? Shit.
Isperium saman. Isculum
Like
sigla.
he just does not fuck with this
Like, don't you fucking touch me.
I mean, he's trying though. I can't blame Aethelwulf. I mean, they should
I can see that you have all drunk from the poison chalice. And the joke, Rolo, is on you.
He's like, what?
Get out of here with your Jedi breed.
Oh shit.
Oh, you should put some poop on that before it gets worse. Oh, please don't have sex with a gaping wound.
Oh, he's going to.
Can make it better.
Oh yeah, you can.
Lie back.
She peed on it?
Yes!
Okay, that's...
What?
Why hasn't he thrown her off yet? That is disgusting.
Maybe that's like a thing?
We were talking about poop and wounds, so I not pee.
It's not a jellyfish sting. It's a spear.
You
Suppose I should thank you.
For peeing in your wound?
I suppose that maybe you should.
I've lost some respect for Ragnar.
Your brother is weak, and he will be your downfall.
Ragnar, what do you think about Egbert? Do you believe him?
I did not fight for him. I fought for my people, and for you.
And your magic pee.
Why are you so cool? You have pee on you, dog.
It hurts so fucking bad.
That can't smell very good.
Do you need to lie back?
So you can pee on him more? No, get out of here.
There you go.
This is not natural.
Number 2.
There we go. You ever heard of a rolling brownout?
Yes,
Aren't you, baby?
your husband is a long way away. You fear he no longer loves or desires you.
How do you know?
It's pretty fucking obvious.
Come into this hut.
Oops.
Ah!
Boom, boom.
It looks like they plucked a chicken on that counter.
Yeah, like that looks like a. I'm like, that can't be a bed. Is that blood?
Yeah, it's definitely blood. Yeah.
Like bloody rags. Oh my gosh.
It looks like they plucked
Yeah,
a
it
chicken.
looks like a chicken blood.
Fur.
I know they didn't know anything about sanitation, but didn't they ever go, this can't be right.
I mean,
this doesn't feel right.
when you see their sacrifices, it's like shit. I don't know if they're even
She's
worried
about to have
about
a
it.
demon baby with this guy. Oh.
She misses that.
She's on it.
Behind us are the iron fists of both Wessex and the Northmen.
Then we'll be prisoners of Egbert and Ragnar.
I suppose. But better prisoners than dead.
Her brother kind of sounds woke, but weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, but you're being awfully optimistic about this. Like he's got the whole family bloodline now. That's the only reason he kept you alive.
All I know is that my desires and ambitions for our people have never changed. Floki threatens me with Odin, but I would not be ashamed to meet the god.
I have come to understand that the only person you truly care for is yourself.
Read him fast.
Of course.
Oh shit!
A lot of sex in this episode.
It's Addiston!
I think it might be.
It's Addiston!
Getting it. Oh, he's about to get her pregnant too.
Oh, she's already pregnant. Oh wait, no, she's not pregnant. That's right. They already have a kid.
It's done. I'm glad. I love you.
Whoa.
Whoa!
And that's when Athelstan knew. He had made a mistake.
He just gets up and leaves.
Yeah.
Not a word said. Oh.
It's like, I'm totally going back with Ragnar.
No father could be prouder.
Welcome and congratulations.
I like how they're peeling back the layers on Egbert, and when he has like sentimental moments like that, I don't quite believe it anymore.
Oh yeah.
I've often come across her in the chapel, weeping and privately praying to God for your safe and sure return.
She wasn't weeping.
Please join us to feast and celebrate the happy future of Mercia.
He got
We've planted the first crop. King Egbert gave us a new plow and always assured us of his protection.
Hello, brother.
I don't like it.
Poor Aethelwolf.
Oh, we're so alive and well.
Like the Jerry of the show.
Is she hurt? She should never have been in battle.
She wanted to be like you.
Don't blame it on her.
I am very happy Aethelwolf has returned. Why would I not be?
Then, daughter, show it. The success of our alliance with Wessex rests upon you. Thankfully, you have already delivered a son, and hopefully more will follow. Then, our dynasty will be secured.
Whoa.
Oh,
Damn.
That sounds bad.
Hello, Pierre. Are you enjoying yourself?
Why would I be?
It must be a feast.
Oh, shut the hell up.
Yeah, what the fuck? Come on
she
now.
got slashed.
Poor Pierre.
I mean, it's not like she's just not conscious.
You won't want to marry me now, will you?
I mean, it's not that bad.
Don't say that.
Once it's healed, it's probably gonna be really hot. I mean, they're gonna make it look attractive. I'm sorry. She's a forerunner right now.
Lagatha will return from the raid, and she will bring with her most of our young warriors, hardened by battle.
Do you really think, poor Aina, that I have not prepared for that?
Why is like this moment so intense?
It's like a normal conversation.
Yeah. It's like this.
Where are you going?
We went out.
I don't know why two dead boys that
Yeah.
showed up out of the sea.
I have to find them.
Ziggy.
Damn, little shits. Why are you so silly?
Whoa, hey.
Turn around, you assholes!
Buddy.
And of course she's gonna follow her out there.
Yeah.
And she's gonna break the ice.
Yeah.
I don't think this is what they meant.
Barefooted singing, you crazy girl.
What the fuck?
You Viking ass, crazy ass chick.
Well, they probably. She probably got.
Yeah, she's a Viking.
Oh my god.
Okay, run back.
Shut the
Shit.
fuck up.
This
Running
has gotta
like
be
Jesus.
a dream.
Remember that one time you guys thought Athelstan getting crucified was a dream?
True.
I
Goddamn,
know, but like,
But come on.
they can't be dead.
What the fuck were they doing?
Yeah, what were you thinking? No, don't jump in there.
She's oh
Get it,
my
girl.
goodness. She's so damn
She's
good
hard.
for you,
Okay,
Siggy.
I didn't like Siggy. Like,
Like,
this is the moment that I'm like, I like Siggy.
Not a moment of hesitation on
What
her
if
either.
she's like? Oh,
Can't you fuckers like paddle?
Whoa.
Oh gosh, here's
Is this
Harbard.
Harbard?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
No,
is.
no, that's a girl. That's a girl's arm. That's a girl's dress.
Helga?
Nice. Who is this?
Oh,
Okay.
it's
It is a dream.
Oh, that's your daughter.
yeah. Theory.
Yeah, that's right.
It is a dream. Holy shit. They soused us this time.
You are hallucinating and you're about to die. What the
Like,
fuck?
how
were
did
y'all
you?
thinking?
Did you just swallow water though? Like they didn't do any sort of movement. Like she was there
I
pretty
mean,
quickly.
if they went in and like and immediately out of
Shock.
shock.
Yeah, I
like,
guess that's the
hell.
only thing. But damn.
Did they just kill two of his sons? Like just.
They might have just
Nah.
killed one, unless Theory's there to like collect them.
That's what I'm like.
Wake up, you little
Whoa,
shit.
Swim. Let's get back up.
God
The
damn. Use your
anxiety
body.
you are giving me now,
I don't
Siggy.
like Theory being there because she's dead. It's like she's a Valkyrie.
Yeah.
About dude.
Oh.
She's not real. It is his fucking ass.
Fuck.
Oh.
What the fuck were you guys doing?
He's kind of got that weird
He
glow
puts
about
his
him.
hand down. Oh.
No. What?
Are you fucking
She
kidding me?
froze? Impossible.
Are you? Oh my god!
So the moment I like Siggy, she dies.
Literally though, what happened? This is like losing Bob on The Walking Dead.
They just killed Siggy?
I think
they just killed Siggy.
That's so crazy. I hope they didn't kill Siggy.
I think they killed Siggy, dog.
I'm sorry, did they just kill Siggy?
They killed Siggy.
they really did.
And Rolo's gonna come back and be like, oh no.
Siggy's dead. The gods are angry.
Why didn't he pull her up?
The battle for Mercia is won, but not yet the settlement. Stay, both of you. Oversee your future.
Suck a dick.
I've not discussed it with Ragnar.
Shit.
She's like, I'm gonna pee on you too.
Shit hard.
She's wild.
Yeah. Best scene this episode.
It's like, Wessex, yes, all the sex.
They say you will go home with Ragnar.
Your husband is back.
I gave myself to you. Please don't leave me.
What's your plan? You're in
Yeah.
you're in a royal marriage. You're
Who's
not just in
peeking?
like a
Ooh.
regular Who the fuck is
Shit, that's Athelwolf.
Oh,
That's
I
not,
think it was
no,
Floki.
yeah, that wasn't Ethelwolf.
Oh, that's Floki?
I've made up my mind.
He's gonna stay.
He's just
I
going.
will go back with Ragnar.
Oh! Thank God.
All
Alright.
my future lies with Ragnar.
Yep, I agree. I'm gonna agree with you there.
I think that is the wrong decision. For in your heart, your true heart, you are one of us.
That's his special guest.
Erlendan, son of Horik,
Oh.
how gladly we welcome you to our hall.
What?
He survived?
Yeah, they let him live.
I have awaited your coming.
I believe with all my heart that you and I are natural allies. And we have another natural ally. Come, Torvi.
What's weird?
Good day to you, Torvi, and to your son. The legitimate heir of the great Jarlborg.
I will crown Quenthrith and her brother Bergred as joint rulers.
They will not rule in any case.
Then who will, Ragnar Lothbrok?
You will, for you have given them the crown.
Well, the important thing for me is that there will be stability in the region.
The important thing for you is that Wessex will have power in Mercia.
We understand each other. That is why we are allies.
Do you think you're a good man?
Oh.
Yes. I think so. Are you?
Yes. I think so. Are you corrupt?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Are you?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. This is a cool scene.
Before all these people, let me say that I have made peace with my past. And finally, I know who I am. Let us celebrate our alliance.
You have saved me. I love you.
She's gonna poison him? Yeah.
That's what I feel.
Salutations, my love.
It's gotta be, yeah, man.
Yeah, he's fucking dead.
Yeah.
Peace, bro.
Yeah.
Peace,
Good
bro.
job. I knew you weren't that. Good
Yeah.
job. Lol.
You didn't have to make it so obvious.
That's a cold way
It's
to
just
do
a
it,
formality.
though. That's a cold way to do it.
Shit.
Oh, not on the fur.
Well.
You could have at least told us you were going to do that.
Was it a surprise? Did they know? They had to have known.
Please rise and raise your cups to the sole and only ruler of Mercia.
Lol.
To the Queen of Mercia.
To the Queen.
The Queen.
Corrupt motherfuckers. Nice.
Nice.
Lele is so shitty.
Hey, the wolf's like, I took a sip, though.
Where's Siggy, motherfucker? Why didn't you pull her out of the water?
Yeah, it's almost
It's
like
time for me to be on my
Did
way.
it happen? Was that real? Can we please somebody confirm?
She's a popsicle right now.
But I like
I've taken some of his pains upon myself. And your friend Siggy is just with a husband, sons, daughter in Valhalla. Farewell then.
Come on, hit the credits. I got things to say. Credits!
I'm just gone. He dipped around the corner. Okay, so Mickey, what do you got to say, bro?
Okay. Alright, guys. That was season 3, episode 4.
Scar. Because Fadoon got.
But that's also how I feel because I didn't expect Siggy to
eat it like that.
Yeah, not
Man,
even
fuck
in any
those kids.
She said the kids, though. I mean,
but what the fuck were they doing? Like
Seriously,
literally, what
assholes.
in the shit? Like they don't know about like snow days and like snow games. They didn't have a sled. They weren't going for a snowball
I mean, like
fight.
to me, I don't understand. Like they just took, like just speeders straight to it, like straight to the fucking lake. I don't understand.
Yeah, it's almost like she knew they were going there. So maybe it's like it was like they always go to the lake like that.
I don't know.
Remember the two boys that drowned?
Kids don't listen, but yeah.
And that makes sense that they would be taken out.
Yeah,
if they had frozen over, then the undercurrent might have taken them
But
out
what
pretty
the
far.
shit? Like why?
What was Harbard doing there? Was he just strolling along on a happy stroll?
What the fuck was Harbard?
So
Something ridiculous.
Siggy's death again. With the big moments in this show, they do a really good job of it. Just like there's no typical moment of like preparation. It just it just happens.
Yeah.
And I was really scared when she saw Theory. I thought that the sons were dead, but
she was.
Well,
yeah,
so how do you feel about that? Like you thought it was the other way, but then it turned out to be Siggy.
And do you think that maybe it had anything to do with the envy she was feeling sitting back in the queen's chair? Like maybe...
Possibly.
You know?
I mean, and that could have been something that...
And I also have... Finish your thought, but I have a theory on Harbard.
Oh, well, I was just thinking about her and her husband, the Earl, their
Carlson.
kids, like she lost both of their kids, or both two sons, and she lost her daughter,
wow.
And it was just like that bloodline got, wiped out, and she was really such a good, character, but at the same time, a good, I don't want to say handmaid to, the Earl's wife, but like she really,
she kept
watched
shit
out.
running.
Yeah, she kept shit running.
She
watched
was
out.
there voluntarily. She was
Mm-hmm.
she was invited by Aslog, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No. She was working for Lagertha
and was in the house that way. She's not a slave. She's a free person, as far as I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is, I don't like Siggy. We thought it was about being close to power, but I don't know if that was.
I don't know. I don't know if they explored her character enough before killing her off.
Kill her off like that. Maybe that's why they
fuck?
killed her off. They're like,
It's too
we're
late.
never really going to.
Mm-hmm.
There's too much other shit we got
they
going
are.
on.
I mean, they are reintroducing a lot of characters and bringing a lot of new characters, so they're like getting rid. But come on, but it's Siggy. She's fucking OG, dude. Like, I'm not.
Been there from episode
I'm
1.
okay with that.
How it's gonna affect Rolo when he comes
Man,
back.
fuck Rolo.
So yeah, exactly. I was thinking about that. Like, yeah, he's not gonna take that well.
Yeah.
But I think it'll cause him to. I mean, he's already kind of changed the person he was.
We have to
maybe
think, like,
even more so. Or it's just gonna make him go rock bottom again.
Is this gonna be one of the things that causes him to actually question Ragnar? Because everything that happened before when he betrayed him, you saw like the polar opposite of him like
doing well.
I would never, not doing well. Well, he was doing well, but like never questioning, Ragnar in the slightest.
Yeah.
Right.
Like Ragnar knows best, and maybe coming back with Siggy dead and everything, maybe he. Might feel like there was the extended stay or something,
Like, enough time has passed for him. Because right now it's almost like, because of what he did, obligatory to just, like, be on Ragnar's side no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, you're right. Like, this will be like, okay, I've been nice for long enough. Like, this is not cool type thing. Mm-hmm. And so my theory on Harbard is, well, first I have to ask the question, like, what is the Vikings' equivalent of death? Like, is Harbard just death? Because, like, he comes and, like, death is just happening.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
that's my theory. Whatever the Vikings' equivalent of death is, I think that's what
because nobody else had an issue with him except for Siggy from the get-go. Like, Siggy, like, even when, describing the dream seemed like she was afraid.
She said she felt excited.
Well, when she was describing it, she didn't look excited. She looked fearful. And then when she met him finally, you could see, like, that was not excitement or...
She was the first one to be
Buck,
like...
why are you here?
Yeah. And now the other two are seeing it now. But she was the first one to be like...
Yeah, it just took her fucking dying. I'm really not okay with that.
Well, she suspected him. Like, she was... just suspicious of him from the get-go. And even, in the dream. So, was it, death for her, but why would he take care of the kid? And he said he wasn't, he wasn't a god, but at the same time, he was taking some of the pain onto him. What's this wanderer bullshit? Tell us in the comments,
I'm just saying,
please. But don't spoil it.
He could be a chaotic evil and is just like
Loki
keeping
I think
that
might be it.
Well, like, maybe, because if you think about it, like, if he's a bad guy, why would he want to keep that baby alive? Because the Vikings, as much as Ragnar has been saying, like, oh, we make all of our own decisions, there seems to be an overall consensus that they believe in fate. So what is Ivar fated to become? Why would...
Maybe he's one that's going to get married to a princess.
Well, it's just like, if you're a bad guy, why would you want to keep another bad guy?
I remember from the prophecy that literally every single one of his...
about Bjorn.
No, not even Bjorn, but like every single son goes on to do something.
Well, no, because he was sitting there and he was talking and he's listing all that stuff off, and he goes, well, what about my son Bjorn? And he goes, that's who I was talking about.
But I don't think he was still solely talking about just Bjorn.
I think he was.
You think so?
I think he was. All that stuff was about Bjorn.
But if Harbard is supposed to be like Loki, or just I'm thinking if he is a god, I think he's Loki, because like it could It could just be like, you know, we're trying to make reasons out of his decisions, but that's the end. That's the point. Like, he's just doing things. Like, there really isn't a rhyme or reason to it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. But
that
would be really
couple episodes, I will say.
But I don't see the show going in that direction because it has been. I know we're exploring their culture and it's big on gods, but we haven't seen like literal representations of that yet. It's been pretty based in like reality.
I don't know, so, that Salve trip they all did seemed pretty.
That's based in reality.
That was pretty based in reality.
You can trip.
Well, I mean, I'm
saying if he turns out to be like one of the gods, I don't know how I'll feel about that because so far the show has been based in realism.
Yeah.
Well, and they definitely twist the edges of that reality because the very first episode,
not this heavily though. If that's what happens.
Yeah. But I mean, like through their eyes, you know what they perceive it to be. Because like at the beginning, the very first episode, Ragnar, like they just did a battle and he's like staring off into the sky and he can see like Odin and shit.
Yeah, he did literally see Odin like walking around too. I remember that.
So that's just like, I think as much as they're holding to truth, they're also playing to their perspective of what's going on.
Maybe they just couldn't play around with that as much because they didn't have the budget. Now we're kind of just like...
Yeah, and we've seen that a little bit with Athelstan.
Athelstan, yeah, a lot with Athelstan.
Yeah, he really struggles.
Yeah, he struggles with it, and
he needs to just stick the cat again.
Oh, keep in mind, like the fucking stigmata shit started bleeding that one time too,
which was never brought up again.
Yeah,
thanks to history.
Yeah. Well, they might.
Yeah, they always
up.
cut off on these cliffhangers, and then it's just like, well, we're just doing something.
Never addressed.
It's like never addressed again.
So, Judith maybe is Bun in the Oven because you remember King Elil being like, your sole purpose is just to have a fucking baby. You're not a human being.
Yeah, I think she's about to have an Athelstan.
Yeah,
and try and pass it off
and
as
somebody
apple
saw
wolves.
Somebody saw them doing the dirty.
Yes, and it didn't look like Floki either to me.
I mean, I really don't know.
I think it looked like just like a guard, like
maybe it was Egbert. It kind of have like some.
See, it was like trickily lit. It could have been anybody. But that's fucked up if it's Egbert, man. That's your son's wife. Like, God.
Hey, like Lagarde said, he's only out for himself.
At the same time, when he was saying like, or you know, you haven't asked Ragnar or Judith, you know.
Yeah.
I think he was saying that like, and then he brought up the she's grown quite fond of you. It's like, nah, bullshit. You know what's going on.
Yeah, man. Like that's fucked up, man. They're peeling back the layers on his morality.
Oh yeah, and they've definitely... that was a really nice shot, though, at the end between Ragnar and him.
Yes, I love that exchange.
Whereas we saw Egbert as, like, you know, like, oh yeah, he's a selfish dude. And, you know, Ragnar more or less selfless and working for his people.
But even he was like, yep.
Yeah, I'm corrupt, you know, but it's just like, okay, he's been saying it from the get-go, dude. You know, what would I give for knowledge? You know, so
far more.
Yeah, I'd give far more than my eye. Yeah, so that's, you know, that right there is kind of like, okay, maybe it's been in our face the whole time, but maybe he is, you know, a Viking version.
I mean, we've already seen. We've already kind of seen that with some other decisions he makes, like he ditched Lagartha, just boom, like for Auslog, for the Suns. So we have been kind of seeing that, but I still think he makes, like, I mean, overall, he's still about his people. He's still about progressing.
And so is Egbert.
Progressing his people.
Egbert is all about, I mean, and that's the thing is...
So that was really cool when that guard was like, he's just like you. And it was like, literally, they are, like, exactly like each other. Except on, like,
at the end of the day,
Wessex. This was also story heavy, but it was better paced. I was okay with it. I like
fight scenes.
I like the amount of story that's happening.
A lot of fuck scenes, but no fight scenes.
A lot of sexist episodes. This was like mostly sexist episode.
Top for all 3 seasons. Episode 4 scarred.
If that was just like intentional.
It left me scarred.
Like, you know, everybody's just like, I don't know, their lives
getting fucked
during and post sex. I guess I don't know. Like, because I really wanted Athelstan when she was like, I love you. Like, oh.
Just leaves.
What do you think this is, dude? Like,
But for real though, like you're in a royal marriage. What's your game plan, girl? You don't have the same options as some of the like.
Yeah. You can't. You're not the baker's wife. You can't just up and leave. You know?
Yeah.
But
what a royal marriage.
Yeah.
What do you feel about the possibility of King Egbert having more or less set this up in some cataclysmic way? Like, he saw that there was chemistry and they were kind of like, ooh, fighting it.
Oh, why would he dick over his own son? Oh,
because he obviously doesn't give a shit about it.
Yeah, he's gonna get him up out of there anyway.
And he wants Athelstan to
That's
stay.
his heir. That's his heir, though. He's all about the dynasty and like getting up to the power to the top.
But let me ask you this:
or is it just one of those things where it's like the power dies with me? I don't want it.
Essentially, I think that's Egbert. Yeah.
The power dies. He doesn't want to heir. Oh, let's talk one last scene. The poisoning.
Oh yeah, that's super fucking weird.
Yeah, I've covered everything except for
the big except for the main thing that happened.
Yeah, damn, she did it. Everybody
did it?
was
Are we
surprised.
thinking she did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, she obviously did it, and nobody knew.
Because they all dropped their wine. They were
Yeah.
Because they would. Yeah, that was cool.
She took Ragnar's advice.
I just wanted to, after he hit the floor and died, I just wanted somebody else to be like, and for our next piece of entertainment.
Well, I think it was a little bit of both of Ragnar and what her little brother had said. You know, we're pawns of both Ragnar and you know, Egbert at that point. So I think that might have woken her up a little bit, and then you know, Ragnar saying that your brother's weak.
It's gonna be your downfall.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you're gonna be going up, you know, essentially what I can see develop in her head is if you're gonna go up against Ragnar and Egbert, how can you do it with a weak brother? So that's. I'd kill. You know,
get him up out of here, man.
Have life-changing conversations.
He was a little bitch, anyways. Yeah, when you're peeing on each other.
That was so weird.
What? She did it like, you want me to make you feel better? Like, was that just a common?
Well, the first time, like when she squatted down, I was like, oh, they're about to have sex, you know. And then like,
I know pee is sterile, but goddamn,
I mean, he called it like her medicine, so maybe it really is like a thing.
Why?
I don't think that. He was obviously surprised. That
hashtag Ragnar's into pee stuff.
Golden shot.
Yeah.
I lost 2 respect for Ragnar this episode.
2 respect points, but he's been he got a shit ton, you know, from the get go.
So did Borin. Borin got a shit ton.
I mean, I'm not 100% sure if that's what it is, but I know like medieval medicine.
Like or it could just be like a
poop. Or seaweed of some sort.
Herbs and stuff. But
maybe hopefully some moss. I don't know. And I don't know that they're having.
Well, let's get ready.
18 minutes, so we can wrap it up now.
Yeah.
I think we pretty much covered everything. Right?
Let us know if it was poop on her face.
Was it poop on her face?
Poop on her face.
And
does pee have healing qualities outside of jellyfish stings?
And specifically, does Princess Quenthrid's pee have healing?
Yes.
Is she a mage?
Or is it historical documentation?
Yes.
Alright, guys. That was
episode 4.
Season 3. Scarred.
And that's how I feel after C's death.
And the pee scene.
R.I.P.
And the pee scene. And R.I.P.
I didn't even do that on purpose.
Peace. Bye, Siggy.
Odin takes with him another one of our beloved fucking Athelstan, Louisa, Amanda, David, Toy Soldier, Abel, and Joe. Your continued contributions please the reaction gods. Much love to the rest of our patrons and fans. Hit the like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and we will see you next time.